Hi there. Today we're going to talk about the subject of boredom. Boredom. How you doing? I'm bored. How was your day? It was boring. How many times have you asked your kid that and gotten that answer? But here's my advice about boredom. Reframe it. Change it. Boredom is a modern problem, is it not? Yes, it's very modern, because I don't think people were bored back in the day because they were just trying to survive. Now we're like, everything's right there. We don't even have to leave the house. And so we can easily get incredibly bored. We just start thinking this is nothingness. And that's what we create. Because life is what we make it, right? So if we make it boring, it's boring. If you sit around in your house all day and you never leave, that can be pretty darn boring. And you're not going to have a whole lot of variables if you don't leave your home. So boredom can be switched to gratitude. We need to be grateful that we have a nice, easy day, that we have smoothness, that things are calm. There's no drama. Boring days are good days. That means nothing bad happened. Right? I used to, in my 20s, really have a tendency to take boredom and create havoc. If I was bored, I would start a fire. You know, not literally, I'm not an arsonist or anything, but I would just stir up crap. Because I was bored. And so I would find ways to create drama. I think I've worked on that quite a bit, but I do tend to sabotage myself sometimes over boredom. Like, I'll tie one arm behind my back just to see if I can still operate. You know, because I'm bored and I want to challenge myself. So, and I think with the other thing about boredom is that we need to start challenging ourselves instead of just thinking, oh, I'm bored. Well, you know, then get out there and do something great. You know, make something happen. Stir up something good instead of a bunch of junk. It's easier to stir up trouble. But I think when you want to really, you know, get things rolling, you got to just keep going. And there's going to be boring moments. You know, I think that's one of the things I noticed about myself also is that I tend to start 10 different ideas because I get a lot of ideas and I get excited about them and then I get bored with them. But I think I'm learning as I age to stick with it and go through the boring time to get to the other side where it gets exciting again because you're starting to succeed, right? So you got to kind of muddle through the boring times. And I tell this to the dancers too that I teach, because I teach dance. There'll be a moment where they're like, oh, this is boring, I'm gonna quit. We just keep repeating, it's the same stuff over and over again. I'm like, yeah, but wait till you get to that place where it's like, this is so easy, now I can dance on top of that technique. You know, where I've created all these great habits in my dancing or whatever, in your craft or your art. And then you can get beyond those technical things and you don't even have to worry about the technique anymore. And you can do all this. You can add all this emotion and artistry to what you're doing. So boredom, it's an interesting subject. No one really talks about it, but I think it's a huge, huge issue. And it's a modern problem that we face. Modern problems. Like Chevy Chase movie, I think I recall a movie many years ago that Chevy Chase starred in. Yes, modern problems, we have them. And some of them are ridiculous, really, and that we're bored. It's crazy, you know. I think we need to be grateful instead, and grateful that we're having a smooth, calm, easygoing day. So I hope yours is a smooth, calm, easygoing day with a little bit of excitement because good stuff is happening thrown in. So I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time on the morning shift. Take care.